Hey everybody, it's Dr. Amy Myers. Can you see me? Can you hear me? Normally I'm at my computer by myself doing all this. Sorry, we had a few technical difficulties, but today I am in my very own kitchen. So for those of you who don't know me, I'm the New York Times bestselling author of The Autoimmune Solution and The Thyroid Connection. And I'm the author of the upcoming book, The Autoimmune Solution Cookbook, which comes out May 8th. And is available for pre-order now. Today, I'm going to be talking about gelatin, why it's great for your health, especially your gut, which you know is a must-have if you're dealing with autoimmunity, focusing on your gut. Why it's also a must-have for any of us who is trying to cook in an autoimmune-friendly way. So if you've been missing desserts, baked goods, you're going to love this. So first thing that I'm going to do, because we've been getting a lot of questions since the release of our gelatin about what is the difference between our paleo protein powder, our gelatin, and our collagen. So first up, let's talk about the health benefits of gelatin. It's the cooked form of collagen, so it has all the same health benefits as collagen. Now, collagen is the glue that kind of holds our body together. It's the most abundant protein in your body, and gram for gram, it's stronger than steel. It's made of four key amino acids: glycine, proline, alanine, and hydroproline. Now, our ancestors had plenty of it in their diets because they were eating cartilage, they were eating tendons. They didn't spare any part of an animal when they were eating an animal. What do we do now? We go to the grocery store and we pick up our already cleaned animal. Maybe I shouldn't call it animals. They are animals, but it doesn't sound quite as appealing, does it? We go pick up our chicken. We go pick up our beef. It's already cleaned off. The tendons are gone. It looks beautiful. It looks perfect, which is great, but we're missing out on getting that collagen that our ancestors used to get when they were eating from end to end of the animal. So it's no longer part of our modern diet. And starting at age 35, I don't know how many of you out there are over 35, but I am by quite a few years, our collagen production begins to slow down. And by 40, it's depleted faster than you can produce it. And yes, I'm over 40 as well. So by 60, nearly half of your collagen has been completely depleted. So why does this matter in the first place? Well, collagen helps. One of the main things it does is to repair a leaky gut. And if you're dealing with autoimmunity, you likely are dealing with a leaky gut as well. And so you'll want to hone in on this and focus on healing your leaky gut. So we know about the gut and the immune connection, right? We have nearly 60 to 80% of our immune system is living in our gut. So if you have an autoimmune illness, even if you don't have any gut issues, you likely have something going on like leaky gut. Even if you don't have any gas, bloating, or digestive symptoms, you still likely have something going on in your gut. Now, our little villi, which are where we digest and absorb our food, are actually made up of collagen. And these amino acids are actually what help to seal a leaky gut. So if you're dealing with leaky gut, which I'm sure you've all heard me talk about, our gut sits together with tight junctions. We digest and absorb with those little villi that are made of collagen. And as we bombard our gut with our modern day diets, stress, toxins, even infections, those tight junctions can break apart. And worst case scenario, if you have celiac, those villi will blunt down. So how is this amino acid, or how is this collagen so amazing? Well, since our villi are made of collagen, it helps rebuild those villi and it helps seal up a leaky gut. So in addition to helping repair a leaky gut, it also helps to strengthen your hair, skin, and nails. As I already mentioned, collagen decreases as we age. It's one of the reasons that we end up with wrinkles. It might be why your hair is thinning or why you're having hair loss. Of course, thyroid conditions can be another reason, but simply not having enough collagen to make these things could be as well, or why your nails are brittle or weak and they break. So adding collagen into your diet can help support all of this so you're not dealing with these issues. It can also help reduce joint pain. It acts like oil in a car. It decreases inflammation, sort of like Motrin and it can support a healthy weight management. So the glycine forms muscles and it turns glucose into energy. When you have more muscles, you're utilizing more glucose, burning more calories, burning more fat. So it helps build muscles and turns your fat into a burning machine. Studies have even shown that it can suppress your appetite up to 20% decrease in food intake after taking collagen. You know, I can actually speak to this myself, and that is that often in the morning, I will get up and just have collagen in water or collagen in tea or collagen in some homemade green juice that I've made, and it will keep me full till lunch. Now, I'm not necessarily advocating that. If you are somebody who's on a ketogenic diet, looking at intermittent fasting, things like that, it's a great way to not have any bump in your blood sugar, have a burst of protein, something that will keep you full and help support healthy weight. In addition, it helps protect your heart. You can get rid of the fat surrounding your arteries, and it's also been shown to help decrease blood pressure. Helps support healthy bones, as you can imagine, because our bones are 1/3 collagen. So if you're ever, a friend recently broke their foot, and I was like, you gotta make sure you're taking adequate vitamin D, calcium, and make sure you're adding collagen into your diet. So any athletes out there, or if you yourself are dealing with autoimmunity and you have children who are athletes, collagen is something you'd want to add in for them as well. And finally, it helps support detoxification of your liver. Now, likely you know that detox is super important if you're dealing with autoimmunity or any type of health issue, or even if you're looking for optimal health, because we live in a super toxic world. Glycine is one of the amino acids that really helps your liver to help detox with that phase 1 detoxification. And it helps reduce liver damage as well. So if gelatin has all these same benefits of collagen, what makes it so different? Well, the name gelatin comes from the fact that it literally gels things. It changes the texture and holds things together. It binds them together. It's really an absolute must-have if you're trying to do autoimmune-friendly cooking. If you're cooking out of the Autoimmune Solution Cookbook, the Autoimmune Solution book, the Thyroid Connection, then gelatin is going to be your friend. It acts as an incredible egg substitute. So if you've been wondering, how can I make delicious cakes and pies and breads and things like that that require an egg, gelatin is your new best friend. All right, so I'm going to do a little demonstration of it for you, the difference between collagen and the difference between gelatin. I have something in my throat. I might need to drink a little bit of this water. All right, so I'm going to do a demo for you. And what you're going to see is that this is just room temperature water, right out of our filter right over here, room temperature water in both of these glasses. So I'll add a little bit of collagen into it, and you'll see it mixes completely into the water, completely dissolves. Now remember, with the collagen, you can mix it in hot water or cold water. Now, then I'm going to use a little bit of gelatin and put it into the, do I have them backwards? Then I have the, sorry, I can't see what I'm doing. So, sorry, the gelatin and then the collagen. I was looking at the label in the back and thinking I had them right. They're the same thing, but the opposite label. Anyway, hopefully you don't get confused too. The gelatin and then the collagen. And then I'll mix some of the, then I'll mix some of the gelatin for you, and you'll see how it begins to gel up. All right, so we'll start with a little scoop of gelatin. So this is our gelatin, 1 scoop, pour it right in. Okay, so it should gel up here soon. We'll give it just a few minutes. If you want it to fully dissolve like collagen, which I don't really know why you'd want to do that, you can actually mix it in hot water, and that will help it to fully dissolve. Just like our collagen is completely flavorless and completely tasteless. So when you're adding it into any type of baked good, and we'll go over some of these here soon, it doesn't impart any kind of flavor into your baked good. I mean, kind of like an egg. I mean, once you mix an egg, it has a flavor, but egg whites don't really have a flavor to them. And that's essentially what we have going on here is it's almost like an egg white substitute. Okay, so let's see if it's going to take a minute for it to gel here. It's starting to, I don't know if you can see this here down at the bottom. I'm going to give it a few, but you can start to, well, in the spoon, you can see that it's gelling. So we'll give it a few minutes and we'll move on to the collagen. And you can see exactly what's going on with the collagen. Or do you want me to talk about these? Okay, so then with the collagen, you can see that, put it in. Though you can see that there's a color sort of added to the water, it typically dissolves right in, or it dissolves right in, and there's really no flavor to it. I mean, literally delicious. Doesn't taste like anything. I think we're going to give that a minute. Was I supposed to mix it up? Okay. So we use the gelatin in a number of the baked goods in my cookbook, The Autoimmune Solution. In fact, if you follow me on Instagram, and if you don't follow me on Instagram, come follow me on Instagram. If you're curious about my life, I used to post a lot on Facebook, and as that community has really grown and grown and grown, I've switched over to Instagram. So I typically do at least some little bit of a story every day, and I make a post. I just posted, it's my anniversary today, so happy birthday. It was my daughter's first birthday on Saturday, and my anniversary with my husband. So happy anniversary, honey, I love you. And happy belated birthday, Elle, I love you too. But anyway, if you're curious about anything in my life, I post it on Instagram. In fact, I have lots of posts from my daughter's birthday party over the weekend, including the cupcakes that I made that are featured in the Autoimmune Solution cookbook. And you'll see a picture of the cake that I made her. Yes, I made that all myself. And it's from the recipe that is in the Autoimmune Solution cookbook. You'll also probably have seen me talking about the amazing gingerbread cake that is featured in the Autoimmune Solution cookbook. So I made some again today. It has become an absolute family favorite, and I imagine it will become a fan favorite as well. I grew up, with my mother making, she is the one who taught me how to bake, and my father's the one who taught me how to cook, which is why I dedicated my cookbook to the two of them. And my mother used to make molasses and gingerbread cakes and cookies when I was little. We never saw chocolate chips in my house when I was little. And so this is a rendition of her gingerbread cake made autoimmune friendly. And it is crumbly, just like a regular gingerbread cake. And it is absolutely delicious. So Elle loves it. Javier loves it. Even my nanny, who is a Cokes and pizza kind of girl, although we've gotten her off Coke since she started working with me, and she only eats gluten-free pizza now. She's actually a macaroni and cheese girl, but woman, I should say, and she eats gluten-free macaroni since we have a gluten-free household. But anyway, she even ate this cake and was like, oh my God, this is delicious. And Mocha, whenever I pull it out for any of us to eat, will run over and jump up on my legs. They're not home now because we figured she'd be creating too much noise while I was trying to do this video. However, normally if she knew that this cake was on this table, she would jump up and be begging for some of it. So not only will you love this, your family will love this, your children will love this, and your dog will love this. Okay, and then so this is literally filled with, just, spices of ginger and molasses and cinnamon. I'm doing all I can to not take a bite of that right now. I literally almost took a bite. Maybe I will. I'll hold off. Then I also used the gelatin, which let me see if it's gelling up or if I did this correctly here. It's starting to thicken here. There's some clumps. Used it in the zucchini muffins that are also in the Autoimmune Solution cookbook. And they, obviously look just like regular muffins, and they taste just as good as a regular muffin. Your family, your friends, everybody will not even know that this is autoimmune friendly muffin. And then everybody's seeing the rage about gummies these days. And we have a recipe for the gummies in the Autoimmune Solution Cookbook as well. These were made with pomegranate juice. You can get molds and make them in, to fun, shapes and sizes and things like that. I just did some simple ones, squares here for today, so you could get the idea. But these are like, a gummy bear, essentially. You can make healthy gummy bears at home for your kids. Elle hasn't really moved into the gummy type food yet, but I'm sure I'll be making these for her when we do. But they are just pomegranate juice, which is full of vitamin C and antioxidants and a little bit of stevia, and the gelatin. I think I might put another scoop just in case, just in case here, so they can rapidly see the gelling of the gelatin. So it's already starting to thicken up with that. Use my finger to get that off. Okay, so I think it just needed that little 1-2 punch in there. So again, we can see the collagen has completely dissolved. Almost the same color as the water was before. I don't think if you had this sitting on your counter, anybody would know it wasn't just simply water. It has the collagen in it and completely dissolved, odorless, tasteless, hot water, cold water, whatever you prefer. And then we have the gelatin, which gels up, which that's all we needed, gels up much more, gels up like an egg. So you can see it beginning to gel up there. Same amino acid profile, same health benefits of collagen, it's just the gelatin is used as a binding and thickening agent in fabulous baked goods, in soups, in gravies, anything that you want to thicken up or that you would normally use an egg in, or anything that you want to make gummy or gel-like, then you should use the gelatin. Okay, so it's starting to gel up now. Just took a little bit more and a little bit longer. But because I use so many recipes, there are so many baked good recipes in my new and latest cookbook, I went ahead and formulated my own gelatin. And the reason I did this is just like everything that I do, I need to make sure that it's coming from the highest quality possible. There's lots of gelatin out there that isn't coming from grass-fed, pasture-raised animals, might have GMOs, additives in it, and we don't want any of that. So of course, just like the collagen that I have, we have the gelatin that is from grass-fed, pasture-raised cows, never given GMOs, no hormones, no antibiotics, 100% kosher, and it is rich in the 4 key amino acids. It has 10.2 grams of protein per scoop. The other thing that I'd like to say about this is that there are some articles going around right now about heavy metals being in collagens and gelatins and everything because they're coming from in bone broths, because it's coming from bones, and that is where heavy metals get stored in animals. I'd like you to know that we've had ours tested. Does not have we've passed with flying colors in terms of heavy metals. Once I saw that article going out, immediately had everything that I have tested, and we've passed with flying colors. So also not an issue if you're purchasing anything from us. Always have a 30-day money-back guarantee on my website as well with any of my supplements. So the other thing that I wanted to talk to you about was our Paleo protein powder, because we've been getting a lot of questions about what's the difference between the collagen and the protein powder. And I imagined we were going to have some questions about the gelatin. So hopefully I've stored up any possible questions that you may have. This is easily dissolvable into water. This is used to gel things and bind them together. They're both odorless, tasteless. However, they are not essential. They're not a complete amino acid. So in order to be a complete amino acid, it has to contain all of the 9 essential amino acids. And an essential amino acid means, 1, our body needs it. It is essential to our lives. The other part about essential amino acids are our body can't make them. We have to get them from a dietary source outside of us. So you need these essential amino acids to repair and build every structure in your body. And it's super important for anyone with autoimmunity because those proteins also help to support our immune system. Certainly, I was a vegetarian for 27 years, and I highly believe that my vegetarian diet in part contributed to my autoimmunity. Likely, I was not getting adequate amounts of protein that I needed in my diet. So our paleo protein powder comes in right now 3 flavors: plain, chocolate, and vanilla. Soon, very, very soon, named after my beloved dog, just kidding, we have a mocha latte that will be releasing very, very soon, within the next couple of weeks. We're super excited. For all of you who've been missing coffee, particularly me who loves iced coffee, if you've been missing it, you're going to look no further than this paleo protein powder because it is amazing. And then in the spring, we hope to launch some sort of berry flavor. So be on the lookout for that as well. Now, I drink one of these smoothies literally almost every single day. I have actually several different types of blenders in my house, interestingly enough. I love my NutriBullet blender because it is super quick and easy, and particularly when I'm just making a quick smoothie for myself on the go. Elle has started enjoying these smoothies as well. So let me tell you my go-to just super easy smoothie. I make this one almost literally every day, unless I try to branch out every once in a while. But this is my standard smoothie that I have almost every single day. So I start off with a cup of coconut milk. I then add in I think I have too much here, but a half a cup of berries and frozen greens. So these berries are organic mixed berries. I got them from Target. They have a nice big sack of their, I think it's called Balanced something is the Target brand. It's blue in their freezer section. It's all organic, and it's my favorite, which is blueberries, blackberries, and raspberries. It doesn't have any strawberries in it. So Target has, and I have nothing to do with Target, but it's just a big thing of it, good price. You can also look at Costco or Whole Foods, but Whole Foods comes in these tiny little packs. And then what I do is I go to Costco and get a big thing of, it's like a superfoods greens mix, and it's in a bag. And then I literally just take that bag and I stick it in the freezer. We're lucky that we have a freezer downstairs as well, so we just kind of buy it all in bulk. So we use that. We usually keep a bag and eat it for salad, and then we have another bag that we put in the freezer for our smoothies. So you can either, I usually just put in my fruit and my greens. Let's see how this goes. They've melted a little. The nice thing about why I freeze my greens is then it just acts like ice. So in the book, I talk about how, in the cookbook, I talk about how you can freeze avocado, certainly a half a banana if you're not dealing with blood sugar issues or, gut infections that you need to worry about sugars. But if, the more you just freeze and have in the freezer, then you don't have to use ice. And then I use a scoop of paleo protein powder. My favorite is the vanilla. A little scoop of the immune booster, which our scooper is not there, so I will add that. I pop in one of my probiotics. This is for the upgraded. And then if you really want the upgraded, you can add in some collagen as well. I've never tried adding the gelatin in it, but I imagine it would make it way too jelly. Let's look over here. Yeah, I mean, we're like thick as jelly over here now. Okay, so then just put on the top. I'm turn this way because I'm used to blend. I didn't think to put a cup out here, but not to worry. I'll just drink my collagen. This is my third cup. Well, between this will be my third cup of collagen today. All right. All right, look at that. Oops, I didn't mix it quite. There we go. All right, so, and then enjoy. So, The paleo protein is obviously used for smoothies. They're rich and creamy. I literally went 5 years without a smoothie because I couldn't have rice. I couldn't have soy. I couldn't have whey. I couldn't have, pea. There were just so many things that I couldn't have trying to follow the Myers Way lifestyle. So I think it was about a year and a half or so ago, we discovered this hydrolyzed beef. And now it doesn't sound so good, and I was a little skeptical, but it is seriously delicious. And it has restored my faith in smoothies, and I eat them every day. So the paleo protein powder is also, just like the collagen and the gelatin, comes from grass-fed, pasture-raised cows, non-GMO, excuse me, no hormones, no antibiotics ever given to the cows. It's 100% kosher. And then depending on the flavor, it has between 21 and 26 grams of protein per scoop. So I use these every day in my daily life. As I mentioned, I get up almost every morning and have collagen either in tea or water. If I don't have it first thing in the morning by itself, I will add a scoop into my protein powder or into my smoothie. Typically for lunch, I'll have a paleo protein smoothie. Vanilla is my favorite. I literally just made you the smoothie that I make almost every single day. And then as I was going through and doing the autoimmune solution cookbook and trying to find ways to make baked goods for you guys so you could enjoy yummy, delicious baked goods, that I started using gelatin as my egg substitute. So you can find all of these and they're utilized throughout the cookbook. Each one of them, if you buy any one of them on my store, they each come with their own unique recipe ebook. So if you get the gelatin, it comes with a recipe ebook, how to make gummies, use it in baked goods. If you get the collagen, it gives you gut healing recipes. And if you get the paleo protein powder, it comes with lots of different smoothie recipes. So be sure to pick one up if you're interested and you get one of those free ebooks. All right, let's jump in and see what questions we may have. Chris, can you use gelatin for pancakes? Absolutely. If you use eggs typically in your recipe for pancakes, you can use the gelatin. So wherever you see eggs being used in a recipe, you can use gelatin. And on my website, on the information about gelatin, there is exactly how to do that and a substitution metric of how to do that. So Valerie, will gelatin help strengthen hair? Yes, Valerie, gelatin has the same amino acid profile as the collagen does. So all of the benefits that are imparted in the collagen will be in a gelatin as well. Just remember that, it's going to gel up. Look at our gelatin now, everybody. It's going to gel up. So that's not something that you're really going to want to, drink or something like that. Likely you'll want to eat it as a gummy or you'll want to put it in a baked good. So I find for general consumption, if I'm looking to, heal my gut or strengthen my hair, skin, or nails, one of those things, I use the gelatin because as you saw, and if you're just new, go back to the beginning of this video and you'll see where I put it into the cup. It completely dissolves. You don't even see it and you drink it down tasteless, flavorless, no smells, no nothing, completely dissolves. Let's see if I got anything else here. Dorothy can't wait for the cookbook. Thanks. Donna's already bought a copy. Thank you so much, Donna. I really appreciate it. Looks like people are already, hey, Christy, my cousin is on. Good to see you. What about, I don't have them, or have in my contacts, so it's hard to read. Christy is asking, what about the flavor of the gelatin? There is no flavor. The gelatin has no flavor. So if you want a flavor like the gummy, you'll need to add a flavor like a fruit juice or something like that to give it flavors. So she's saying she's tried another brand and it destroyed the taste of her gummies. So we get really good feedback. I mean, we just launched the gelatin, so we're not going to have as many reviews, if even any, on the website quite yet. I'm launching it right now live. But if you go to our collagen and look at the reviews there, we get really good reviews. A lot of reviews about how it has no taste, it has no flavor. They've tried other brands. It either doesn't dissolve or it has an icky flavor. So, it's coming from the same source. So I can assure you that it is, in the same way, no flavor, just like our collagen has no flavor. And we have a 30-day money-back guarantee. So if you try it and you don't like the taste of your gummies, give us a call. We'll take it back. Let's see. Looks like lots of people are tagging people. Any other questions for me? Trudy, which one would you suggest for someone with histamine intolerance? That's a great question. So I find typically that is an individual response. So what she's asking about is people with histamine intolerance. There can be high histamines in things like bone broth. So I personally haven't had a problem with these products. We certainly had a few people who have, but in general, most of the feedback that we get from people with histamine intolerance is that they can tolerate these. Again, if you try it and you have histamine intolerance and you can't tolerate it, we have a 30-day money-back guarantee. But they're all going to have, if you have a problem with it, then I, would think that it's going to be kind of across the board. But you could certainly try either the paleo protein or the gelatin. I would think if you're going to have a histamine issue, it would, if you were having it to this, you would have it to this because they're coming from the same source, if that makes sense. Now, of course, with the gelatin, you're going to be using a lot less of it to equal one egg. Okay. Jamie says the tagging option isn't working. That's not something I can help you with, but somebody can. Just put make sure they're on Facebook, okay? Martha can't wait to try them all. Danielle says, I love this, can't wait to try. Let's see. Chris is asking if he or she buys all three. Do they get all three ebooks? Of course you do. Absolutely. So Kelly would like to know, she noticed that there was a recent change in our vanilla paleo protein, and that is true. We recently changed vendors. I went ahead and formulated my own paleo protein, and we changed vendors. So there was a slight change in the taste. We personally love it and have gotten lots and lots of great feedback that others love it too. But that's the reason for that change, as we're changing vendors to make lots new flavors like the mocha protein, mocha latte that will be coming out, as well as a mixed berry of some sort that will be coming out in the spring as well. Okay, Kelly's saying she's found that the smoothies are better if you blend the fruit first and the liquid and then add in the protein powder for a quick mix. Kelly, I make mine just like I made it here. I literally put in the milk, I put in the fruit, I throw in a scoop of paleo protein, I blend it up. Mine are great, fluffy, smooth, all that kind of stuff. Try out whatever works for you and how you like to blend it. But any which way goes when it comes to the smoothie. Jamie would like to know, is there a nut-free, coconut-free milk option? Yes, we have a recipe in my cookbook for tiger nut milk, excuse me. And it's not really a nut, it comes from a tuber. Kelly would like to know if the gelatin contains natural flavors. Nope, pure 100% gelatin. Same with the collagen and the gelatin, 100% gelatin, 100% collagen, no flavors, no other ingredients whatsoever. Okay, everybody, this was awesome. Hope you enjoyed it. I certainly had fun making this, and I can't wait to eat my gingerbread now. Take care.